Alright, we're back here on Project Mustang here from the last video. Let's see, fuel pump, car was shutting off on me. So far I put in a new relay in it, and I haven't had a problem yet with it. So I think that might be fixed. I don't know, otherwise I gotta drop the tank, put another one in. And I got someone I know gave me a used, a practically new pump, 255 LPH pump, that I could throw in here if I need it. But we'll find out. Next, working on that speedometer cable that you saw in the video. It broke after 5 miles, 5.4. These are just spare VSSs I have laying around right here. So underneath the car, I disconnected this from inside the transmission. It came out, turned it around like this, and I used the drill, put it on the end right here, spun it. You got to go counterclockwise. And nothing, speedometer didn't work. So I'm like, well, what the hell? But at least the cable wasn't bound inside, so that was a plus. So next thing I did was, I took the gear off, right here. Same drill, just put the drill around the edge of this right here. And tighten it up, spun the drill, speedometer works perfect. So this one right here must be the culprit. If you look inside there, that's supposed to be square like this. I don't know how well that's picking up, but I guess it's rounded out inside there. This is from LMR, and I happen to have another used yellow one here to match my 350. I have a yellow gear in the transmission and a yellow one on the VSS for the 355 rear end. So boom, we got that going, so that's fine. Next we did the emergency brake. Ordered a new lever. You can see mine's all mangled and no good. But the reason of this video is to show I couldn't find nothing on how to do this, and I'm no rocket scientist, so I kind of screwed. I'm not sure if I screwed this up. To be honest with you, the car never, for the years I had it, the emergency brake never really worked on this car. Maybe someone before me did something, because this thing's all chowdered up. If you look at it, it's like this is all bent. It's no good. But what I wanted to show you was, how do you put the pin in this thing to set this handle before you take it out of the car, or before you disconnect underneath. And basically you got to put a pin into this hole right here that has to come up and around to here. Now this would be the side inside into this hole right here. This would be it facing the passenger seat right here. And basically you just pull on this. Let me see if I can set the camera up somehow, and see if we could show how to put. I made a little pin. You just stick it, and that holds it. It brings this about 2.5 to 3 inches out from out towards the back of the car when it's locked in place, and then the Ebrake cables come off so easily at that point. And all you have to do is just lock this, and I wasn't doing that, and I have a strange suspicion that's why. If you look at this thing's all screwed up. I have a feeling that's what's been causing a lot of my problems. So let's see if we can get this pulled out on camera, and then show you where the pin goes and how this works. So hold on. Alright, I got this in a vise right now. Probably going to be impossible for me to film this by myself. So we're just putting this in here like this. Let's see if I can do it like this. Okay. Alright, I got the e-brake handle in the vise. I got this like this. And basically, we're trying to get this hole right here up to this hole right here, and that's where the pin will go in. As you can see, it takes a lot of it moved on me. Gotta hold it like this. Alright, you see how that finally came up to that? So basically I can put a pin in that right now, and that would be good. So let me set the pin up here and I'll show you. Alright, I'm back here. So now we got this set. This is extended from when you're underneath the car now. And then this is how the pin would go in. Like I said, I couldn't find not one video on YouTube on how to put this pin in. I found instructions on the forums. And you could see there's the pin, there's that hole on there. And there you go, it goes in the top hole right up here. So this is now extended about 2 to 3 inches. So now when you're taking your cables out of this while it's underneath the car, so your friend's going to pull this all the way back, you're going to lock it from up above the car while your buddy's underneath it. Now when this is all the way back and locked, all you do is just tilt it, and they pop right out. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look inside the car. I could use a light. There we go. Here goes my eBay. I got a different handle from eBay. So here we go. This is where that hole would be right here. So when your buddy's down there pulling on this, pulling on that cable, because that goes in right over here, it's going to bring this thing all the way over. Well, my pin's out right now, but if the pin was in, where the cable goes in right here, where the head of it, the barrel is, or whatever you want to call it, would be down over here. If this was still locked in position. So there you go. Then you can pull your pin straight out. Boom. This will go bam, and you're all set. Life is good. I don't know what'll happen if you don't use the pin in this thing. I did it and I had nothing but troubles. So I don't know. I'd strongly recommend doing it this way, right here. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, piece of cake. You know, once I understood how it's done, and like I said, there was really no good instructions online on that thing. Yeah, so here we go. Oh, you can see it on this one. When it's locked in place, this is where your cable's going to be, right here. I chowdered all this up on this thing, trying to figure it out. So yeah, it'll be right over there locked in place. This will just come up like this. That's going like this. While the pin's in, this is where it's going to be. All you do is go, once the cables are disconnected from this underneath the car, the 2 cables that go from side to side to each back wheel. Then you just go like this. Come up. And then it just pops right out. I was able to put this in my other cable that I have on that one. I took it off this while the pin was in it. I took it off. I stuffed this through. You got to put some slack here. Let's see. If you got some slack, I don't know why this thing doesn't want to move now. But basically, if you could slide this in through the hole inside the transmission tunnel over there, in, and then you can put this right on here, and you're good to go. Then bolt it back onto the car, and that's it. It's really, you know, I had vague instructions on this thing on how to do it. So there we go. So that's just a quick little update here. You know, from the last video, we got the speedometer fixed. We got the e-brake going now. Fuel pump is supposedly good. I'm playing around with these back brakes right over here on this side, trying to determine if my seal, where's my flashlight, was causing my brakes to overheat, the bearings. You see that bearing seal right there? Brand new one, supposedly, when I had the rear end built a couple months ago. I don't know. We're going to try this one more time. If not, it goes back on jack stands like it is right now, and we're going to pop the axle out, put a new bearing and seal in on this axle shaft right here, and then call it a day. So yeah, there we go. Alright then, we're going to end this video here, short and sweet. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.